goddess of time.
Receive my light, Lysfangas. Let this power flow through you, and fight again alongside your past selves.
So this game began as an end-of-study project at my school. I pitched an idea for an end-of-study, and it got accepted, and we built a team around it, and we made it during our school year. At the end of the school year, it was very successful. We won the prize of the jury for the school. And after that, we won the Pegas, which is a reward for in the student project category in France. And after that, we created a studio with a few members of the original team to keep going and make it into a real game. Sort of a real game. You know, the student games are real games, but this is a real sold games with a lot of content in it. And we are very happy to have met Quantic Dream along the way. That really helped us finance all of this. Without them, we wouldn't have a lot of things that we have in the game right now, like, for example, a fully voiced narration. And they helped us make everything better because of more funding for the studio.
You're coming with me!
The story is here to accompany you through the game. It's not a narrative game, it's a game with a narrative. If you want to skip it and only focus on the gameplay, you can. You're not going to know what you're doing, but you can skip if you want. We recommend not skipping, but if you don't care, you can skip. It's not the game. The game is about the gameplay. It all began from what if I can just collaborate with a clone of myself in an action game, because you already have this sort of mechanic in puzzle games. Like everyone knows the game where you die on a spike and then you can walk on your body and jump. So we wanted to build on this idea by making it so you're not helping yourself by dying, but the fact that you die will help you create more clones and you will create an army this way. And the whole idea came from time travel movies and things like that. There's something you never see. You never see people really collaborating with their past selves because it's always, no, it's going to break the timeline. It's magic, who cares? Just make it consistent in your own universe and it's good. So we wanted to have fun with that, and we found out that it brings a lot of interesting mechanics and a lot of problems that we had to create other things to value for. But we feel like we really nailed something with this, and we're really happy to bring a new experience to the hack and slash genre with this strategical twist. There is no online leaderboard at the moment because we wanted to focus on the solo player experience first, but it's something we might do in the future. The door is not closed, but at the moment you have a precise count of time that you can just compare it with your friends. So in a way you can do it, but you have to do it yourself. I really like speedruns, and I'm not the only one on the team, so we wanted to make it as speedrun friendly as possible, which is why we have precise time counts that go to the hundreds, and everything that's gameplay only is timed. The file is timed, the arenas themselves are timed, there are time challenges that incentivize you to try to make better times, but if you don't want to, you can not do it, it's okay. The game gives you everything you need, and you can finish the game by even not being very good, but understanding everything. And if you want to really, really upgrade your skill, the ceiling is very high because there's a lot of small mechanics that appear like nothing, but they can gain seconds, and it becomes a lot after a time. So you really see a difference of skill between someone with 50 hours and someone that 2 or 3 hours or would just finish the game. We made the game with controllers in mind, but keyboard and mouse are made also to be fine to use. We made some options like dashing at cursor, attacking at cursor that we like to see ourselves in other hack and slash games. So it's not a click to move, it's WASD or ZQSD. But you can rebind everything like you want. You can plug your own controller and rebind whatever. So it's all made to be flexible, and you can do what you want.
Defeat this calamity. I am sorry to push that fate upon you, Lysfangas.
If you go straight through, you don't restart too much, and you listen to the narration, it's about 10 hours. There's about 90 levels currently in the game with 4 bosses. So that's quite a lot of content, and we have a time challenge on every one of them. And we also have a secondary system that you unlock around half of the game that allows you to redo levels you already did, but with added modifiers and challenges and things like that to change the experience and make it a bit different. Like one of the modifiers is very easy. We change the position of monsters. So the level is in the same geometry, if you see what I mean, but it's completely different.
Hello, sister.
Like I said before, the story gives you everything. So as you progress, you will unlock spells and runes and ultimates as you go along. Every spell and rune is made to help one way of playing, but you can only have one of them at a time. So you choose one over all of the others. So for example, for the runes, we have one rune that gives you more HP and deals damage to monsters whenever you damage them. But you can't equip a rune that makes swapping weapon do damage, or you can't equip a rune that makes you go faster at the beginning of runs. And same for spells. You have simple damage spells for people who just want to think like vanilla gameplay. And we have spells that modify the way you interact with the level. For example, we have a spell that when you cast it, you change where your next loop will begin. So if you go all the way around the back of the level, you cast this spell, and whenever you one time, you will spawn at the back of the level. So this creates all sorts of ways to break everything, and it's fine. If you finish the level, it's valid. It's a game that's very hard to understand, so try it. Because the mechanic really, you can explain it for hours, but you understand it instantly whenever you play. So you really have to give it a shot and see if you like it.
Listen to me.
Enough!